today's my video will be about my fig tree. Last year I bought this fig tree and I had lots of fruits from this fig tree. I planted it in a 5-gallon clay pot and it was growing so well. Last year we had lots of fruits from this fig tree, and till winter we ate figs from this fig tree non-stopping. And during the winter I took it inside and I kept this fig tree inside my house, and even during the winter we picked up some fruits from this fig tree and we ate. This year I had to replant this fig tree because this pot is small for this fig now. As you see, it's grown so high, it's very big now. When I bought this fig tree it was this small, and see how many branches it grew during the 1 year. And this year in early spring I had to replant this fig tree, but I didn't have time. I'm very busy mom. I have lots of other things to do. That's why this fig tree is ignorant. When you ignore something, it will go. If you ignore your teeth, it will go. If you ignore your knowledge, if you don't repeat something, revise something, it will go. And that way this fig wants to go away from me, but I don't want to let it go. As you see, this is not dying plant. It has 3 figs now, but I know how it grew last year and how it is doing this year. I know the difference. That's why I'm telling you that this fig tree is not happy, it's ignorant. And what I have to do now, I have to replant this fig tree in order to make it happy. I wanna give it larger pot. I wanna replant this fig tree in a larger pot and put in a fresh soil, and I have to feed this fig tree. This year I never fed this fig. Last year I used to feed it every other time when I water with Kalmek and Epsom salt. I used to give this fig tree these 2 kind of fertilizer, and it was so happy. I had lots of fruits from this fig tree, and now it's I can say it's existing, not living, because I see that leaves are small than the last year, and figs, even though I have figs on this fig tree, see, it's not moving. It's staying just as it was. It was 3 weeks like this, and still it's in this size and nothing is moving. That's why today I replant this fig tree. Okay, what I need for that? Here my mom always tells me, let me tell what my mom tells me. She has lots of fig trees. She has different kinds of figs, green fig, yellow fig, purple, black fig. She has all kinds of fig trees, and her fig trees, you have to see, it's huge fig tree, and she has lots of fruits, and she cannot finish that figs, and she has to share with people. And she always tells me that figs love water. Their head has to be in the desert, and their feet has to be in the lake. What does it mean? Their head loves desert. It means that the fig tree has to stay under the full sun all day long, and their feet has to be in the lake, means that the fig tree loves water. if you give your fig tree these two things, it would be happiest fig in the world. And that's why I chose ingredients. I chose soil for this fig tree that keeps the soil always moist. It would never get dry, and it will never get compacted like this. You see, I cannot put my finger in the soil now because it's compacted. In order to avoid this, you know, the dryness and compacted soil, I chose one thing. Here I have, you see, this is soil, and it contains coconut. And if I put this in a water, it expands, it becomes, I don't know how many, maybe 10 times big. And this one, it will never let the soil to get compacted. I use for everything this, even for planting my African violets and for other flowers. When I plant them, I add little bit from this soil, and it's very good. When you plant something, and if you plant something in just potting soil, for example, let's take this potting soil. If I plant this my plant, of my plants, if I plant just in this potting soil, and I add little bit perlite or vermiculite, after a while, after some time, you know, when the roots fill the pot, when the roots fill the pot, and when the soil gets old, it will get compacted, and when you put water, it will not absorb water easily. And when you put water from top, water goes around, and it will go just right away, you know, through the pot, and the inside the soil, it will stay dry. That's why, in order to avoid this, I want to add this time this coconut soil, cocoa mix. It is very good. You can find now in Walmart. It's available, and it's not something expensive. It's $7, I think, and in some states it's even $5. I have a friend in Kentucky, and she bought from her Walmart for $5 this thing. But in our Walmart it's $7. And in Florida, when I was in Florida, I bought this one for $7 from Florida. And when we came back, I found from our local stores in Walmart, I saw this, and it was $7 also in our Walmart. And you can find small one. This is 3 times big. You can find the small one, and it's 4 times, maybe 4 or 3 times smaller than this, but it's okay too. But now I want to use this big one because I have to fill my big pot, that black pot. I want to replant my fig in this pot. That's why I need this big break of this coconut soil. Let's start. Now I have to open this and put it in the water. It will expand, I don't know how many times, but it will expand. As you see, here is written, organic expanding soil, concentrated potting mix, retains water and easy to rehydrate, expands up to 0.25 cubic feet and lasts up to 2 years. Quickly expands with water. See, it's 100% coconut coir. And now I put it here, and I'm gonna put some rainwater. This is not necessary, but I like use rainwater for my plants. Now I'm gonna leave it until I take out my fig tree from its pot. This soil will expand, and get ready for planting, for using. I have to lose this soil a little bit. I have to free this pot because it stick to the clay pot. And see, I'm gonna do all way long, and I will try to pull this fig tree from the pot, and you can see that my soil is expanding now. You see, it's becoming big. And when I take this fig out, I will come back until I loosen this roots from the pot. You can watch, you can enjoy watching my flowers. I have hoyas on these shelves, and I have plumeria, which I propagated from cutting, and now it's 2 months after I planted this plumeria. It started blooming. 2 months ago I planted this plumeria, and still it's in vermiculite and perlite mix. And my desert rose is blooming. It started blooming yesterday. This is desert rose. And my cyclamens. Here is my cyclamens. I keep them outside during the summer. Some people, they don't know how to take care of these flowers, and during the summer they die and they don't survive. Usually these plants bloom in winter time, and you can find from stores these cyclamens during the winter. In summertime they don't sell this because they don't bloom in summer. Most of them, they die in summertime, but mine, they don't die because I keep them outside. Now my fig tree is ready to take out from pot with water. This is 5-gallon bucket, and see how much water I put, and still it's not enough. You see the top is still dry and it's still hard. I cannot loosen it. And now I am gonna put again some water, and probably I will turn it other way. See, it's dry inside. Now I think I can use it. See, it's expanding and it's taking all the water what I put. Almost 1 bucket of water I put on this coconut coir. And see, my fig is ready. I loosened its roots, and now it's not sticking to the pot, to the wall of the pot anymore. And here you see, I can take it easily from the pot. Now I pulled it out from the pot. You see, on top we put lots of eggshells, figs, and all kind of plants. They like calcium. Eggshell is calcium. Most of you already know that. Here I have partulak flower, which I never plant them. Every year they grow from my pots by themselves. 2 years ago my mom came to visit me from my country, and she planted for me these partulaks. Still I have from these flowers. They grow every year from my pots, and you see it's growing under my plumeria even. And now I'm gonna take these flowers and eggshell, which I don't need. Why I'm taking it out, I will show you. I have here something which I have to keep. This is my lemon tree. I put, if I eat some kind of lemon, if I like that lemon, if it's different type of lemon, I put seeds in my pots, where I grow some plant, and here I planted. I didn't plant them, I just put the seeds and they grow by themselves. Here you see I have lemon. Here the seed, you can see the seed. This is lemon tree, and now I'm gonna take this lemon seedlings from the pot and plant it in other pot. Now I have to take out this soil, because I'm gonna use fresh soil for this fig tree. You see, it filled the pot and it's compacted. The roots, they don't have enough space to be happy in this small pot anymore. When I was planting this fig tree in this pot, it was small, this branch, and it didn't have these secondary branches. It was only straight this one branch, and now you see how it's big, and that's why this pot is not enough for this fig to grow normal, and that's why I don't have figs this year. And even those figs which I have, they are not growing and not ripening. Let me lose these roots and come back. Now I'm combing the roots. Usually when they are planted in the garden, from these bulbs has to grow baby figs, but in the pot it's impossible. That's why I have only one fig from this pot, growing from this pot. As you see, now this coconut soil is expanded. It's ready to use now. And I'm gonna add some potting soil. This is universal soil. You can use for your garden or for planting in a pot for your indoor plants. This is very good soil. And it's enough for, you use for many things. This, it lasts long. It's compacted soil. It's not loose also. And now I'm gonna mix it like this. If you don't have coconut soil, cocoa coir, you have to add lots of perlite and vermiculite. Vermiculite also holds moisture. It's very good. Now I'm gonna add some ingredients. I will show you. I have here eggshells. I'm gonna add some eggshells. It will help my soil to be loose also, like this, and it's good calcium, source of calcium. I washed these eggshells and dried them. That's why it's crunchy, easy to use. See, now I will put some eggshell powder, which I make in coffee grinder. Here I have my eggshell powder. This is powder. I'm gonna use this also because this is fruit tree, and fruit trees, they need calcium. See how much I'm adding. This will make my soil loose, and it will help my plant be happy. See, I used a lot. Now I'm gonna mix it. All these ingredients you can find, we use these eggshells, and instead of throwing away, you can dry them and make powder in your coffee grinder. It's very good. Even this eggshell you can use for planting your flowers. Flowers love this too. I use this eggshell powder for my other flowers, orchids and house plants. And I use also Calmag. If you don't have Calmag, you have to use eggshell powder, or you can use calcium, which we take ourselves. Calcium vitamins, expired calcium vitamins I use for my plants. If I buy vitamin and I forget to take it and expires it, I use for my plants, and calcium also. We don't waste anything. And the peels from vegetables and peeled vegetables we put in a compost, and we compost it, and I use in my garden. Now my soil is ready to use. You see how it's good. I mixed it well, and now I am gonna plant my fig tree. This fig tree, you see how I made loose the roots as much as I could. See, they didn't have enough space to grow in that clay pot. Now I think it would be happy in its new home. Put little bit soil in this pot. Now I'm gonna put this fig tree in the pot like this deep. I will tell you why I am putting it like this deep, because I want this root to be straight in the pot. I want these roots touch the bottom of the pot, not to be in one place like this. I don't want these roots be in one place like this. I want them to be in the pot like this. That's why I have to place this fig tree deep and start putting soil. I will start putting soil, and every time when I put soil, I will lift this fig tree like this, and these roots will stay in the soil. They will stay straight, not in one place like this. See, do you see these roots? The roots are staying in the soil, not up on top of the soil. That's why I need this. I have to hold this fig, and with my one other hand I put some soil like this. And this way I have to plant. I have to fill this pot until I will fill this pot. Now you see how I fill this pot, and now I have to lift this fig tree like this and shake it a little bit, and the soil will go under the fig roots. See, like this, and the roots will find, you know, the proper place in the soil. It will not stay in one place. See, the soil is going under the roots, and the roots, now you see, I cannot pull out this fig tree. Now I filled again with the soil, and I will try to pull this fig roots again and shake it like this and feel the, you know, the bottom part under the roots with this soil. I'm putting my fingers under the roots and see how it's staying. Now I cannot pull it because the roots are in the soil here in the pot. They are looking down straight. They are not in one place, you know, not gathered together. Now it's ready, almost ready, and I'm gonna fill the pot. These are fertilizer spikes which I use for my garden plants, for my fruit trees. I'm gonna use 1 or 2 spikes for my fig tree. See, this is slow release fertilizer. I think the I will put one is enough for this pot. Probably 2. No, 2 I will place here in the pot. This is slow release fertilizer for my 5-gallon buckets, which I grow where I grow my lemon trees. I place only 1, but this pot is big, that's why I'm gonna put 2 of them here. And now I have to water this fig tree, and now I will show you how to water, how I usually water my fig tree. Here I have 3 gallons, probably, yeah, 3 gallons of water, and this is my Calmec, which I use for fertilizing my cucumbers, tomatoes, and fig tree, and other my orchids, all kind of flowers, Hoyas even, or for all my plants I use this fertilizer. And this is Epsom salt. I use this Epsom salt for all of my plants also. Now I'm gonna put some Calmec. I put in this jar because it's comfortable to you to take with a spoon from this jar than to use from this gallon. Now I'm gonna take 2 spoons of Calmec and 1 spoon of Epsom salt to this water. See, this is Epsom salt. And now I'm gonna mix it well and water my fig tree. I water this fig tree slowly to make the soil moist, and this is important step. When you plant something you have to water, otherwise the roots can get stressed. If you put water they will have less stress. That's why I water every time when I plant something, and this way I water. And now I think this fig tree will do better. See, it's taking all the water which I am putting. It's still not coming down, the water, and this pot is heavy. Now I cannot lift this pot anymore, but that 5-gallon clay pot I could move. I could lift it, carry it. If I don't like place, I could change the place. Now I cannot. Probably my husband and my son will help me. See, it's ready now. And you see how this coco coir is absorbing water so fast, and it's keeping also water, and figs love water. See how if I squeeze, how much water is coming out from the coco coir, and still it's not coming down. It's very good for figs, you know. That's why I chose this soil for my fig tree. Thank you for watching. If you are new in my channel, please subscribe. We will discuss more problems and more success. Even I show how to grow flowers and how to deal with the problems. And if you are new in this channel, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please like and share with your friends. Happy gardening. Bye.